Hi, today I'm going to do a makeup look for a very beautiful orange sari which has a green and golden border. Actually, I don't know if my hand can reach to that right now, but let's start. Basic skincare is important, so I'm starting with a serum. Just 2 drops. This energy that I have right now, I'm getting bored of this same routine, and I have been watching Alex videos for a while, and I think she has some really interesting and fresh makeup techniques. So I think more or less otherwise we are doing just same steps, but when I see her videos, wow, something new is there. Okay, because if you see beauty videos, and I'm including myself in those videos, I'm just doing the same routine. Like, what's the new technique that I have explored recently? None. Okay, I think it's also because we find our beat with our routine, the sur, and then we get comfortable with it, and we don't want to experiment anything new. At least I'm that person. If I found a way to just shape my brows, I don't want to experiment because it takes a lot of time, first of all, to get that right technique wherein what you want from your makeup, you can exactly replicate it with the products. That's something I think most of us has struggled with when we start with our makeup journey. So I will be listing all the products in the bottom bar in case you're interested in those. So I was thinking that I can play those videos and follow her routines because I find them, for some reason I feel if I will follow those routines, I am going to learn a lot. Okay, first with the primer, I will be using the Maybelline primer, but in normal to oily skin version, which is for more on the matte finish side. And the reason why I'm using this is because of late I've been going out in sun, and I feel that my skin can use some kind of mattification. Just with the primer it's enough, not more than that. I'm not going to apply a full-fledged matte coverage foundation, matte finish foundation. Sorry. I'm going to take it, just apply it. Now I just want to my face. I want to first contour my face. For that I will be using my K-Beauty contour pencil. It's a stick form, and this is in the shade Caramel Focus. You can see how much I've used this. I really like this. If you want to contour your lips, it's a great product, but not so much with very dry skin type. I think if you have really dry patches on your skin, then it might take a little bit of time to just blend. Okay, so then I use it with a very light hand. Okay, we're not doing anything drastic. Do I want to contour our lips with it? Maybe not. I will take my brush, the Maybelline one, and see, this is the motion. I'm a big fan of this motion, okay, because it works for me every time. Let's move on with the foundation. Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It is in the shade. What shade is it? I forgot the shade of my foundation. Wow. Oh, this is in the shade Soft Tan. And let's keep this much quantity, okay? Let's blend it out with the same brush. Now if you see, because I applied that darker shade of contour, and because this foundation can look just a tad bit, not too much, just a tad bit gray from my hairline, I will be applying a bronzer just to balance it out. If you see the center of my face, it is matching me perfectly. But that's the thing with the foundations. And if you go to a makeup artist, I have seen a lot of makeup artists using a darker shade of foundation on the outer part of your face and then the exact shade of your skin on the highest points, okay? And I think it's because hyperpigmentation is very common. I don't think anyone will not have it unless you have isolated yourself for a really long time, which may happen in pandemic, but not purposely, right? Now first I want to apply my eyeshadow. I will be using this palette right here. This is Revolution Pro New Neutral Blushed Palette. Reading the name from the back, and these are the colors that you're getting in that palette, okay? So I like this orange. I think I want to create a monochromatic look. I can use this color, and then which one should I use? Then maybe this color I can use on top of that, or maybe a golden one. We'll see. I'm not a fan of this golden color in this palette, so let's see what we are going to do. First things first, I'm going to prep my lids, and for that I will be using my Maybelline Aged Refined Concealer. This is a lighter shade, it's neutralizer, and here we go. It might look a little crazy, and it is, of course, but let's take a brush, the back one. This is 246, okay? I will gently, you see I'm not swiping, I won't do that. I'll do this, just chota motions, okay? Now to set everything in place, I will use a matte shade from this palette. Now if you see, there are two matte shades that we can use to set the eyeshadow base. This one and this one, okay? I want to use today this one. I am taking my Pro Art PE19 brush. This is the shape of it. And I will take this orange color right here, and I'll apply it all over my lid. This is a matte finish color, okay? Look at that. Isn't that great? I'm telling you, this palette is so good. Now you have to understand the intensity that you want. So the intensity that you see on my left hand side, which will be your right, is what I want from this eyeshadow makeup. But who knows, at the end of the makeup look, I'll take that golden shade again and use it as transition shade just to balance things out. Let's do one thing, let's apply this glitter. I'm scared to use it on an orange eye. I will be applying Sugar's concealer. This is in the shade Corn Panna 45, This is going to be like my darker shade of concealer, on top of which I apply a lighter one. Wow. थोड़ा कम हो गया. Okay. Then I will mix it with my Age Rewind concealer in the shade Neutralizer. And I'm going to fill it just where the gaps are, like here. And this is the gap. 272 from pack 1. I'll look above, so I'll have to take my eyeshadow mirror like this. Okay. This is what you get in terms of coverage. If you see closely, I'm not taking it under my eyes. Wait, let me just show it with a brush. Not this one. So if you see, my lash line is this. This is my lash line where I apply kajal, right? Where we apply kajal, but I don't want to apply concealer just on my lash line, my lower lash line. Okay. So this is what we are settling for. Now for compact, I will be taking my K Beauty powder. This is in the shade 130N medium. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful, beautiful powder, and for 10,000 years I'm going to recommend it. We are not applying compact powder. I've already applied a matte primer which is meant for combination to oily skin. So I'm not going to apply a compact powder today because I want to keep it slightly matte when it comes to prepping the skin, but not exactly a matte finish base. Okay, we're going to apply a blush. Okay, and today I have a very interesting one. This is from Kiko Milano. This I bought from my sister. Actually, it was in her bridal kit, but when we tested it out on her, this is what it looks like. It wasn't looking nice. It's in the number 06. It was just looking way too matte on her, and she has extremely dry skin type. So we settled for something dewy. I'm going to take that blush. I'm going to take that blush on the back of my hand and just apply it here. It looks very pretty, and it is a long-lasting formula, but sadly it wasn't looking nice on her, so we thought maybe we should settle for something more dewier in finish. And I tried this formula on her for 3 times with different base products, primers. No, it didn't work, so we lost our patience. Actually, bride lost the patience. Okay, she's like, oh, I'm not ready for this much of experimentation on my face, so let's just get something dewy. You can use this blush. Okay, so the reason why you might feel that right now I have too much of blush is because I've taken a little bit more than generally what I would, because it fades as well. Okay, so this one has a very semi-matte, demi-matte kind of finish, and because I have hydrated myself with this Cetaphil moisturizer, you might feel that it's looking dewy, but it's not the blush, it's my skin. Okay, it's the moisturizer peeking through this foundation. Contouring we have already done, but I will use this Rimmel natural bronzer. This is what it looks like. Look at the shade, and this is in the shade named Sunset. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. This is the product, and just warm up the edges of my face. Okay, so if you see closely, wherever we were getting that white cast kind of thing, you can balance it out on the outer circle. Inner circle we aren't, but this brush is again from Maybelline. It doesn't have a number, and I think Maybelline has discontinued it. I did a review, a dedicated review, I remember, and then after a couple of months I couldn't find it anywhere because I was trying to link the product in the description. Why is that happening? Of late I'm seeing a lot of companies are discontinuing or not launching the products that were a hit. Is that just me, or is it what is happening? When neighbors are talking. Highlighter I have same from the Kiko Milano brand. This is what it is. Let me just take my pack brush in the number 234. This is the pack brush. So stick highlighter, again it was way too light for my sister's skin, and the darker one was way too dark. So this is in the number, I haven't given a number, 100 it is. E100 they have written. So I'm going to take a little bit of product. Let's see, I haven't tested it on my skin as well. So it's looking okay. Let's build it all. It's looking nice, not dewy, what I expected, but that was the reason why we didn't use it. Now this is good for photography kind of highlighter, and it's very subtle. Let's try to build it up and see if we can make it extremely blinding. It looks nice in the video, okay? Good for photography, I will say. Let's take a little bit more and see if we can build it up. And if we build it up, because right now it's not exaggerating any texture, any pores, but if we do, will it exaggerate my pores and texture? I don't see that. No, it is not. It is not exaggerating my pores and texture. Wow. It's looking natural. You can't build it way too much. For lipstick, I will be applying Belora Paris lipstick in the shade Earthy Sudan. This is what it looks like. This is the shade. I am hoping this is going to last for a really long time. Let's see how will it look as an icon highlighter. I'm using my Pro Art PE29 brush, taking a little bit of this highlighter. Your eyes look big when you apply an icon highlighter. Lash lift. Oh my god, guys, don't get irritated with this mascara. I'll get a new one. Trust me, I would. Okay, I would. आने भी तो चाहिए ना अच्छे mascara. I mean, I've tested 6 mascaras in 2021 and all of them were in my regret list. So, I mean, what can I say? We have nothing on our lower lash line. So for that, I'm going to mix this orange color with this golden color. These are the two basic colors that we have used. And I will look above and just try to blend it out. Okay, we can keep it darker on the outer V if we want. Let's see.